Hello, and welcome to the Pottervision podcast. The podcast where every 2 weeks, myself, Lucas Kirkby, and another man, Tom Lawrenson, you might know him. Of course you do, it's episode 159. This week, we are on episode 159, and we've read chapter 6 of chapter 24 of book 6, Sectumsempra. Don't sound right, does it? Tom, how are you, me old devil?
I'm alright. I tell you what, I've had the busiest day of my life today.
Oh, McDonald's and Burger King, was it? What have you been up to?
There will be McDonald's stories, but that's not part of my day today.
All right, go on. How come you've had a busy day today?
So the plumber had to come round.
Yeah.
Boiler's making this noise. It's like this. So to the plumber, what do you know about that? He said, I'm going to do this. So he changed the valve and he charged me 130 quid. Oh. And I was like, will that be that? And he goes, yeah. And he leaves. Put the heating on. Oh, that was a good bit of money spent there.
Hey, I just promised to change the valve. I didn't promise to fix it.
Well, I didn't ask to change the valve. That's what I said I was going to do, yeah?
Oh.
Right, making this noise. Change the valve, is it? No.
Right, so is he coming back?
Don't know. I've not told him yet.
Oh. Yeah, build up.
As he was leaving, I kind of knew it wasn't fit, because he went, yeah, let me know.
That's confidence, isn't it?
He was like, I've just changed the valve, you know. That might be it, that might not be it, but you let me know if you have any other issues with it. I'm like, yeah, he's looking at me. He thinks I'm a big sack of cash. I'm round, still making that noise. Maybe I should have a bath. No.
Yeah, maybe I should have 130 quid back.
So I did that.
Yeah, and now you're here.
Waited.
What a busy day you've had.
That's not it.
Oh, right, sorry.
I took a jigsaw back to the post office to return it.
Oh.
I said to the woman, I emailed you a document, can you print it? And she was like, she couldn't do it. She couldn't print it. She off her head. And then so I had to go to Tesco to get this document printed, the returns labels. I went to Tesco.
Yeah.
And then I paid £1.50 for a piece of paper. So I think you can make a lot of money just having a printer at your house and just letting everyone in your neighbourhood know that you're the one in the area with the printer.
Yeah, I think so. So your busiest day is you doing, tasks from a children's TV show. Today we're going to learn how to take a puzzle back to the shop. Today I'm going to go to the supermarket and print a letter. Come on, Pippin.
So I managed to return the jigsaw. The jigsaw got returned, but then I needed to print this piece of paper. So I went to Tesco and I said, can you print this? And she said, you can email it. And then she's like, that's £1.50. And I'm looking at the card machine. And she's looking at me and nothing's happening on the card machine. And she goes to me, you all right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, can I play by card? And she's like, oh, I thought you were upset or something.
What made you think that?
And so, right, I was like, I'm going to need to go to the gym. So I was like, probably get some energy in me. I bought a can of Monster energy drink. You've read any of this?
I have. It's awful, isn't it?
I got a peach one. I was like, that one's... Normally they knock me sick, energy drinks.
Yeah.
I got a peach one. I was like, that'll be good. And it was good. And so I went to the gym and I did a workout. And then after the gym, I got that piece of paper and I sealed it to this box that I was sending back. And I drove it.
Yeah.
And I drove it to a shop where I could send it. And I sent that. And I drove home. I had a shower.
Yeah.
and then I paid my tax.
Bloody no! Yeah, to be fair, I was taking the piss, but that's a lot of tasks in one day. That.
I paid my tax. That broke my heart.
Yeah, it was horrible, isn't it?
Do you have to give money? You're like, what have you done for this?
Kept you in hospital. Police on the streets.
I've not been to hospital.
Oh,
I've not.
You don't have to pay.
But when it came out of your wages, you get your pay slip, you were like, yeah, taking a quarter of my money, yeah. But when you have to actually hand it over yourself, you're like, you thieving. Oh, I hate you.
Especially when you've had to do all the admin for it as well. It's like writing your own death warrant. Oh!
Painting your own wanted picture. Oh! Spot on this.
Yeah. We don't get a lot of money from anybody else.
This is a reminder. We have a Patreon if you'd like to join us. We're coming up to our 100th episode, and it's going to be a live episode where the listeners get to choose: do we watch Driving Lessons with Ron Weasley, or do we discuss Pingu?
Hey, and if you're listening to this on the Monday, the day of release, it's tonight at 7:30. So the vote will have already decided before then. But you can come and join us. I said 7:30, but I think it's 7.
I think it's 7.
Something like that.
And so, honestly, paying that tax, it made me fall asleep.
Yeah.
So I fell asleep for 15 minutes. I had a nap. And then I woke up and I made my Pottervision notes. Yeah. And here I am.
Bloody, what a whirlwind of a day, and I mean that. What are you doing tomorrow? Another busy day?
Well, Lewis has booked himself the day off, and he'd asked me if I'd escort him on a day off.
Oh. Lewis sure has hired Tom as an escort on his day off. That's good. Where are you escorting him to?
I think we're going to go to a sandwich shop.
That's good, isn't it? That's worth one of your 30 holiday days a year. Go to the sandwich shop. You can do that on his lunch break on a normal day. Take him to the zoo.
There's a place in Manchester that there's those New York style hoagies.
Oh, we don't call them that. Homeless people, we call them. We don't call them a New York style hoagie.
You think we're going to eat a homeless person, do you?
Oh, I don't know. Just having a laugh with you. What is a New York style hoagie?
Bread, meat, crap.
A big sandwich. Yeah, that sounds good.
You got to fill your life with things. You know what I mean? You've had a baby, I have sandwiches with my mate.
Yeah, why not? That sounds lovely.
Let me tell you this. This might be an interesting story.
Yeah.
Goodfellas Pizza invited me down to...
Yeah.
Goodfellas Pizza invited me down to London to take part in a game show. Yeah, a little panel show. And
you're the number one customer, aren't you?
I do eat Goodfella pizza. It's delicious.
Yeah.
They said, can you bring 2 friends to be on the panel show? So I brought with me Sam O'Leary and Ben Sylvie. I took them down.
Perfect. Yeah.
And so we go down there. And they asked me about them beforehand. They were like, what are your friends like? What are they like? They were just like, so the host could speak to them and be like,
yeah.
So, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't describe him well at all. I was like, oh, my friend Ben, he's off his head. No one can tell him anything. He don't follow instructions. He just always does exactly what he's going to do. Yeah? And they're like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then with Sam, they were like, what's he like? I was like, he's like a 70s bohemian. He dresses like Austin Powers. And he does what he wants as well. He won't do anything. And so they're like, oh. Slagging him off.
Yeah.
And I let slip that Sam does magic.
Yeah.
And so they asked me the night before, they were like, can Sam bring a magic trick to do?
Yeah.
And I was like, if I ask him, I think he'll get annoyed by that because he don't want to showboat his skills for free.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what it was. So I asked him half an hour before we went in.
Yeah.
I was like, he'll like this.
Yeah.
I was like, they want you to do a magic trick. And he was like, you could have told me last night.
Yeah,
and
why? He wouldn't have brought anything with him.
He had a pack of cards on him.
Ah, there you go.
So, he's like you and your calculator. He's always got ready to hand.
Yeah, well, if people need entertaining, I can write boobies upside down. Oh! You're not so getting excited just by the word.
What is with you and the calculator, by the way? Because you always carry a calculator, yet your phone has got the exact same calculator on it. What is it about the physical calculator that draws you?
It does a lot more than a phone, and I know the calculator app on the phone does not respect the rules of BODMAS or BIDMAS, whatever you'd call it, because if you write a big long sum where you add and subtract and divide, the BIDMAS rules say you do the brackets and the indices. Did you want a genuine answer to this question? Is this interesting you?
Yeah.
So it does the operations in the right order, but I think the calculator app on the phone, it does it in the order that you read it. So it do 100 minus 10, which is 90, times 3, 270. Whereas you do 100 minus 10 times 3, which is 100 minus 30, which is 70. A difference of 200 in the answers.
Now we know.
Now you know. So if I wanted to do a complicated sum, I'd have to do everything separately in that stupid app.
And if you asked me to repeat all that back to you, I would be able to.
Yeah. I won't know. I won't ask you to repeat that.
Everyone's already heard that. We don't need to hear that again.
If you want to hear it again, tap the minus 10 seconds button on your phone a few times until you get to the start of it. Very good. Well,
so that was that. That's been my week. What have you been up to, old mucker?
Well, I've been drinking a Czechoslovakian pear drink. It's very tasty.
Is that it?
And I've been up to other things as well. I just thought I'd tell you what I'm up to right now. It's called Douches.
Oh.
And it's got a fairy on it with a low-cut top. If you can see that. You can't see it. Yeah. Don't look at that.
Viewers, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that.
Tom is referring to when I played a sketch too early in the Pottervision show. And it was playing on a big screen, and I just said to the audience, don't look at that. And they laughed, because they were looking. I've been back at work this week. It's been strange, because I did 5 weeks with the baby, full time, 24/7. And back at work, I miss him. And when I come back, he's like grown, or something's different. Or he's learnt something.
Growing quick, that bottom.
Yeah, quick. Well, he's with an osteopath today, and now he's all straight. He used to be a bit like that, but now he's like that.
What do they do?
She massaged him apparently, and moved his joints around. And now his posture's completely changed. It's crazy what they can do.
It's wild, isn't it? Because when, as a society, did they figure to do that out with babies?
Yeah.
Because there must have been a long periods of time where people growing up to the left.
Yeah.
No one moved you about when you were a baby, did they not?
Yeah.
Mum, do you know anything about this?
Those chiropractors who they've got somebody and then they go like that, and then someone's like, oh, that's better. How did they learn how to do that? There must have been a lot of false attempts where they're like, I reckon if I go really hard, oh, snapped his neck. Do you know what I mean? How do they
saying that?
test that out?
Weren't we saying it was like a made-up profession, chiropractors? Well, it's just like a pissed-off guy that's like, someone's going, oh, I've got a pull. Oh, I feel sore. And another guy's gone, I'll crack your neck. And it's like, oh, will you? Will that make it better? If you want.
I do. Well, they've got animals. There's people who do it to animals as well, like animal chiropractors. How do you know your dog's got a bad back?
I've seen a fair number of those where they grab a dog's tail and go, yeah!
They go, yeah!
Oh, what are you doing back there?
Because if I saw a dog upset, my first thought would not be, oh, I reckon he's got stiff joints. Probably think he's hungry or something.
So you've been back at work. 1 + 1 is 2. 2 + 2 is 4.
Right, you did 1 + 1 is 2 last week. You need to move on from that.
10 times 10 is 100.
Very good. You shall be getting a raise in next month's payslip. Thank you.
No,
I can't
biting.
calculate it, I just memorised it. Oh. What did you ask me? A question?
So you've been back at work, and you've been pining for your boy and your wife.
Yeah. And I come back, and it's like a long-lost reunion. You know those videos of soldiers coming back, surprising the kids? I feel like that, except I've not killed anybody. Like, come here, my son. Come here, my wife.
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours. 9 if you include the bus journey there and back.
How far is it on the bus?
It's about half an hour.
I can't
Hour
even
divided
imagine
by
your-
2. There you go. More maths.
I can't even imagine your life, you know.
Well, that's because you never lived it.
You wake up in the morning, right? Let's go through it.
Yeah.
Do you always get a full night's sleep, or do you wake up intermittently?
Oh, the baby crying. Yeah, I wake up intermittently.
He wakes up intermittently, yeah? And
Yeah.
then when his final bit of waking up, he was up half an hour ago, and he wakes up and he's like, now I have to go to work. So he gets up. Yay!
Yeah, my teddy goes,
What are you
shh,
doing?
baby's sleeping. Sorry.
Oh, so what are you doing? You putting on your trousers?
Now, first boxer shorts and socks. Then the trousers come on.
Where were they in the bed? Why weren't they on?
Hey, why am I'm not fully dressed in bed, am I?
What's this, like father, like son?
Yeah. Yeah, I get dressed, brush my teeth. If I might have time to have breakfast. And I go to
Might not
work.
have breakfast. Yeah. When do you put your clothes on?
Straight away.
Right. You leave your apartment building.
Yeah.
Are you putting headphones in? What are you doing?
Yeah, sometimes I put headphones in, listen to something. Sometimes I don't put headphones in, and I look around at nature. I go, what is this world I've woken up to?
What do you listen to?
Either country music or Doctor Who audio plays. One or the other.
Baby, lock them doors and those lights down low.
Yeah.
You wait for the bus. Is it the usual suspects at the bus stop every day?
Yeah, it's mainly school kids going to school. But that's about it really. And then then I get off the bus, walk across the road. I go to the bakery sometimes and get myself a little bit of breakfast if I've not had something before.
Do you sit near the driver on the bus?
Yeah, talk to him. No, yeah. I go. Normally, I go about 2/3 towards the back. Yeah, then half an hour on the bus. Get off the bus, go to work, do my work, come back, and that's just the same journey but in reverse.
What about lunch?
Lunch. I'll get out, might go to
Subway?
the bakery, might go to Subway. I do like Subway.
Oh, let me tell you this. Have you got that app over there? Too Good To Go?
No. Well, maybe.
Mate,
I've never heard of it though.
You would love this app. So I downloaded it yesterday.
Yeah.
And restaurants and shops, when they're closing, they put all their items on this app. And they sell them you for like dirt price. Yesterday, I downloaded it and they were like, Greg's has got something for £3. It's a mystery bag. And I'm like, all right, £3 mystery bag from Greg's.
Yeah.
I walked to Greg's. 4 ham and cheese baguettes, a ham and cheese toastie, a pesto pasta salad.
Bloody hell.
4 donuts, 4 millionaire shortbreads.
Jesus,
for £3.
Yeah. That is good.
Sandwiches for dinner, everyone!
Oh, Dad's treating us. No, I'm not. It was £3. Ah.
As I was walking back from collecting it,
Yeah.
these other people were getting Too Good To Goes as well.
Yeah.
And like they just bought a bag for £3 as well. And they were like, "Oh, you're that guy?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they must not be doing that well. Even £3 dinner.
Yeah, I've just had to pay my tax, I'll have you know. £3 dinner.
Oh, those are meant for the needy, sir. Are they?
Are they? Well, bar humbug to you, Greg's.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of food, we decided to try going to a restaurant with the baby. And we set it up perfectly. Yeah? We made sure he'd eaten and was asleep. And then we thought, we'll go to a restaurant, have some food, and it'll be great. And we were there having our meal, and he was asleep. But the waiter, I don't know if he was like training to be a mime or something. He comes in, notices the baby, and he goes, starts sneaking around the baby like that. Like really dramatic, as if not to wake him up. And then he goes, what did he... Yeah, he turns to us and he goes, 6 weeks old, is he? I went, no, 4 weeks old. And he went, oh. Annoyed that he'd guessed wrong.
You're pretty close, man.
Bloody close. Anyway,
Got it within a
baby
week.
sleeping, food was being eaten. And suddenly, on the music stops, and suddenly this song comes on. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Well, it's someone's birthday. Right. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. It goes quiet, and then suddenly the music kicks up a notch. And it goes, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. The people are pumping it up. It's getting louder and louder. Baby's crying, what's going on? It's bloody loud music. And this song must have gone on for about 3 minutes. And the guy's birthday it was didn't want to hear it. And we were like,
3-minute happy birthday.
Oh, every time it repeated, there was like another instrument added to it, and it got louder. Very good.
So what did little baby? Did he go to sleep?
Well, I took him outside and walked him round a bit, and then he fell asleep.
That's good. What restaurant was it? What kind of food?
Well, I think it's a mixture of Asian foods. What do they call it? Is it pan Asian food, they call it? When it's like a mixture of the cuisines.
Mm.
Yeah, I always like to get the white fungus. Did I give a tip?
Yeah.
Different happy birthday song next time. No, I gave him a 10% tip.
Money to burn, this bloke.
I've bloody not. Yeah. So that was my week. Don't know what else. I twisted my ankle playing squash. That's good.
You're a different man than you were a year ago.
How do you mean?
You got a different job. You got a baby. You're playing squash.
It's mad, innit?
Who is the man that sits in front of me?
I know. You and Martina, the only constants in my life. Everything else is change. Who knows what I might be doing next year? I might be a granddad and play dominoes.
Why would he be a granddad?
Adopted granddad.
Someone adopts you as a granddad. Well, I've
How
got
would
a
you have
wife
to
and
do
son.
that?
We need a granddad. Well,
You'd have to adopt a mum, wouldn't you, to become a granddad? Adopted.
you can't adopt adults.
Teenage mum, then. Why are you adopting a teenage mum?
I don't want to hear you scream teenage mum at me again.
Sorry. I can only apologise.
Mm.
Hey, do you want a chapter rundown or what?
Hang on.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to do my every now and then recurring segment.
Yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. It's Harry Potter news. Beep, 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 beep. Right, okay.
What's happened?
Let's have a look.
Oh, I've missed this segment. I've missed this. Long silence as well, Tom reads. Oh, wish he'd come back sooner.
Here we go. Harry Potter First Edition, saved from rubbish pile.
Oh, that's good.
A rare copy of Philosopher's Stone, set to be thrown away, is expected to sell for £40,000.
Bloody hell.
Who'd want that?
I know, especially if it's like had a dirty banana skin on top of it or whatever.
Why would you want that? I don't get it. Like, do you know, like, if someone offered me, like, would you buy the first edition of Harry Potter for 40 grand? I'd be like, no, I think it's a waste of money.
Yeah. Well, because is the value going to go up? Probably.
Put that in a nicer.
For 40 grand, I could put a deposit on a house.
Mm. Or, in a cheaper area, you could buy a whole house outright.
Well, I don't know what area you're thinking of. 1800s Grimsby.
This I was thinking of Grimsby. No, but... Yeah.
I slapped my headphones out of my ear.
There's definitely houses in Grimsby you could buy for 40,000. Because I know there's definitely houses in Blackpool you can buy for 40,000.
Let's have a bloody look. Right move, Grimsby.
Here we go. Lucas's new segment. Beep, 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 beep. Right move, Grimsby. Beep, 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 beep.
Not even changing the properties for sale. Sought by lowest price. £10,000
For a full house?
for a terrace. Oh, it's just a proper like building site though. That's not bad, is it? A flat, £10,000.
You can.
Bloody hell, I
live in
could
a
start an
building site.
empire here.
Here we go. He's going to move back.
Grimsby.
He's going to move back and he's going to buy a street in Grimsby.
Yeah, got a street in Grimsby. I'll have no money and a couple of unsorted out houses that need resorting.
That'd be a funny gift to buy someone, wouldn't it? If you had a lot of money to like mess around with. If I was like, it was your birthday, and I was like, I threw some keys at you, and you were like, "What are these?" And I was like, "Bought you a house," and you're like, "You've not." I'm like, "I have."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Where is it?" I go, "Grimsby. It's run down to high heavens."
Yeah.
And then I've put it in your name already. You've got to start paying council tax immediately. You'd be like, "Oh,
Oh. Well, not a very nice present. Don't think I like this present anymore.
This present's pissed me off.
Bloody hell, Grimsby! I can't believe that.
So those are your stories. You twisted your ankle, you went for a meal. 7 days have passed. Nothing's happened to you.
Well, they've been like a routine now, aren't I? I don't have time to take a bloody puzzle back to the shop.
You haven't got time to take a puzzle back to the shop?
Who are you posting a puzzle to, anyway?
I bought a Wallace and Gromit puzzle for Lucy for Christmas, and it's the puzzle he does. Gromit does in jail when it's like all the sheep.
Oh yeah,
and
with the
it's
sheep
like
on it. Yeah.
Wednesday 8:00, and he only realises when he puts the last thing in.
Yeah.
So Wallace and Gromit official store have that you can buy, and I was like, brilliant.
Yeah.
30 quid. I was like, this is gonna be a good present. Arrives. I look at it. I go, those thieving gits.
Yeah. Not good.
Oh my God, Lucas. The quality of it was rubbish. You know, normally puzzles come in a nice puzzle box. Like it was just a crap brown box that had nothing on the front of it. Just like brown box. You wouldn't know what's in it.
That's
and
sad.
then all the puzzle pieces was like really low. Like I don't know, not pixelated, but you're like a bit blurry. You're like, that's shit.
Yeah.
Pissing me off. So it was the 30th of Jan today, so I was getting all my 30th of Jan jobs done.
Yeah. So you've not done the puzzle? You're just too disappointed by it?
Yeah, send it back. That'll be 30 quid that'll be coming back to me.
Mm-hmm. Don't like this puzzle. You could probably get your own puzzle made.
Taxman can probably have like a tenner of that if he wants.
Well, it's not work related. A Wallace and Gromit puzzle.
Taxman does as he wants.
He does, you're right about that.
National insurance as well, can you believe that?
Oh, what's that about?
National insurance. I've only been to the hospital once when I got run over by a car and I was an inch from death. Other than that, I've not been.
Apart from that, and you can't put a price on that, can you? Saving your life. I'm very sorry. I had a green piece of something in my teeth. I'm sorry if people have been looking at that. I've got rid of it now.
You say green sleeves?
No, but I like what you did. So
You did.
Would you like to hear a chapter rundown?
Yeah.
Chapter 24, Sectumsempra! Harry is bragging about his success with the memory, and it's all a bit about Quidditch, isn't it? Yeah, they're like, oh, Quidditch game coming up. Katie Bell's back, she can't remember anything about that cursed necklace she had. Harry keeps thinking about Ginny in a rude way, and but Harry ends up finding Malfoy, and they have a duel, and Harry uses this spell that he's read in the Prince's Diary without knowing what he does. He goes, Sectumsempra! And then suddenly Malfoy is like nearly dead, with his skin ripped to shit. And Harry's like, I didn't mean to do that. And Snape comes in, he goes, bring me your books. And so he brings the book, but he hides the real book and takes Ron's book. And Snape gives him detention, so he can't do the Quidditch match. Anyway, Gryffindor win the Quidditch match. Harry snogs Ginny, and that's the end. Sectumsempra. It was their friend. Your hands all sweaty. Mind that tree. Yeah. Say things differently, please.
None of this is getting me in the mood, Harry, for kissing. Your hands
Mind
all
that tree.
sweaty.
Mind that tree. We're nowhere near a tree.
Stop pushing me about, and I will. That Quidditch team is the most cliquey Quidditch team in the world, isn't it?
It's awful, isn't it?
For the amount of Weasleys that have been on that team, how come none of them have ever gone professional?
Yeah. They don't go on to be I thought Oliver Wood does.
No, but the Slytherins. I mean, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No, not the Slytherins. The amount of Weasleys on that team, how come none of them have ever gone on to be professional?
I know. Rubbish. Maybe Fred and George could have done something, but they decided to go in the business that they went into. Well, there was also a fact in this chapter that was like, Gryffindor have not been last in the league for over 200 years. It's like, well, that doesn't sound right to me. Because there's only 4 teams. So, on average, they should be at the bottom of the league every 4 years. Especially when there's new players coming every, 6 or 7 years. It's all a bit dodgy, isn't it? Maybe the Sorting Hat only puts good players in Gryffindor.
You're sporty. Gryffindor.
Yeah, Sorting Hat. How am I supposed to get a new Hufflepuff Quidditch team when you've sorted a load of lard asses into first year for me? Hey? Well, it's not physical, is it? You just sat on a broom, aren't you?
Dean Thomas is fuming that Katie's back to full health because he was taking her place on the team. Oh, that's nice, Dean, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake, you're better. Yes, a horrible thing happened to me. I think it was Dean Thomas who gave her that necklace.
Maybe it was. Yeah, and just be appreciative that you've had a good run. You had a go in the Quidditch team. But now the better player's back. Put up with it. But he's in a mood because he's split up with Ginny. Ginny is split up with Dean. And it says, when Harry heard this news, his insides were doing the conga. Not a romantic dance then, for Ginny, like a tango inside you or a rumba inside you.
Let me just put some music on to... Let me put some music on to set the scene, to set the mood. Something sexy. Yeah, something very sexy.
Ginny, when I found out that you were single again, my insides were doing Gangnam Style.
Right. I said, hey, ha, the head to the head, said, you know what, I hammered on the boogie and the boogie was see. Last ketchup.
The ketchup in English.
Harry's something about you. Seeing you walk down the corridors makes my heart go.
I was doing the Harlem Shake inside, if you know what I mean.
No, you need to go to Nurse Pratchett, whatever she's called.
Madame Pomfrey.
Madame Pomfrey.
Is she a qualified nurse? I feel like that's never been cleared up. Maybe she's just been on a first aid course or something.
After reading this chapter, initially I was like, why is this another Quidditch chapter again? It's meant to be Sectumsempra, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's like Quidditch. But then all of a sudden it got me thinking, you know, people are always like, oh, would you want to be at Hogwarts? What house would you be in? Forget being there for school. Yeah. I want to be there as a teacher.
Yeah. Why?
You think that'd be nice? I think I'd be a lot stricter. Actually, you've been a teacher, you know what it's like. But I feel like because you can use magic on the kids and they can't use it on you. I think I'd have a good go at keeping them all disciplined.
Yeah, I think so. Well, it's definitely not a full-time job, is it?
If you can't operate out there, so you can't go see your loved ones easily, can you?
No, but you can flu powder, can't you? Or not?
I think so.
Have your family live with you?
That's why they all come by train.
Yeah, come by train. Come by train, my lord.
Do you think being a teacher at Hogwarts would be easier than being a teacher at normal school?
Yeah. I think, especially for like the earlier years, because they've never been to magic school before. So I think they'll still be like, whoa, magic. Whoa. And I think because you're teaching more interesting things, aren't you? Like, when I was teaching, even some of the topics I was teaching I found boring. Like, I had to change one of the topics because I looked at the fourth year. When I did third grade, I just copied all the topics that the other teacher did. And when I was in fourth grade with the kids, I looked at the topics and one of them was water. I'm like, I'm not doing 6 weeks on water. Changed it to Middle Ages.
Why couldn't you do 6 weeks on water?
It's boring. It was like...
Do you think you could cover it in half an hour?
Yeah. H2O, good for you. Rivers and seas. What more do you need to know?
You're 80% water.
Exactly.
Water evaporates. Water pressure. Water's tasty.
Yeah. And you've put it all into 10 seconds and it was still boring.
If I was a teacher, I'd be one of them teachers that goes in, I'm like, first day of term, I'm like, everyone get out your textbooks. I want you to rip out the pages. That's right, rip out the pages. We won't be needing them.
I've just spent 40 quid on this. Rip it out.
I see you slightly tearing. Rip them, young man. Oh, for fuck's sake. You don't learn by reading. You learn by doing. Everyone outside with me. Take everyone outside.
Yeah.
Everyone comes out and they're like, "What now, sir?" And I'm like, "Thought there'd be something out here."
Yeah.
There's nothing out here. I thought it'd be something to. Everyone back in then. Everyone back in. Pick up the pages. Pick up the pages. Everyone find page 18. We'll start there. Sir, you didn't rip yours up. No. Right.
That's great. Maybe should be a teacher.
Like the Robin Williams kind of teacher in what's it called? Dead Poets Society.
Oh, I don't remember him telling everyone to rip the books up. I've never watched it, that's why I don't remember.
Well, they all do stuff, throwing, but they're exciting, them teachers that are like, hey, I'm wearing blue jeans and I'm gonna swear at you as well. Cool.
Yeah, it was exciting, wasn't it? I remember there was a teacher, he trapped his finger in a drawer and said shit, and for us that was the most exciting thing anyone had ever done. And we used to, because there were rules in our school that you had to speak Welsh at all times, and you got told off if you spoke English. But there were a couple of teachers, sometimes if you were like on the way to the toilet or something, you'd overhear a couple of teachers talking in English, and it's like you're bloody hearing a crime being committed.
Devil's language.
Yeah. And I'll name
funny
and
you said
shame her. I'll name and
Go on.
shame her. One of them was Mrs. Anne Krieg Jones, who used to live next to Ryan Giggs.
2 Welsh scandals this week. What's the name, sorry?
Anne Krieg Jones.
Anne Krieg Jones, speaking in English, Welsh-speaking school.
Yeah.
And the second one is the Go Compare man saying on Strictly that he wanted to spit roast one of the dancers. So the 2 Welsh criminals this week.
Jesus Christ. Why has he said that?
You don't... everyone in the Daily Mail comments is saying it's only a joke. He was just being cheeky.
Take your chances, spit roast the dancers.
I told Lewis earlier, and he's got that critical mind, Lewis. He went,
yeah.
Spit roast with who?
Anton Dubek.
Come on, Anton.
Come on. One of my favourite Strictly moments. I think that's Anton Dubek as well. Him and his dance partner did a Austin Powers themed one, and he's dressed like Austin Powers. And Craig Revel Horwood goes, It was all a bit tacky. The wig, the false teeth. They were his real teeth. Very funny.
Oh. I think you've told that story before, but it's always a good refresher, and it makes me laugh each time. But on the first, I'll tell the story anyway. First series of UK Drag Race, the Vivian, who recently passed away. Right. She was dressed up as a queen. No, the Queen. Yeah. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, also rest in peace. Yeah. She comes out dressed as the Queen and she's getting judged, and one of the judges goes, "I love the big prosthetic nose you've put on." And she goes, "I'm not wearing a prosthetic nose."
Oh dear.
Oh,
sorry about that, the Vivian.
"I love that big prosthetic tummy you've put on." I'm not wearing a prosthetic tummy.
You cheeky bastard. Harry is in turmoil, isn't he? Because he fancies Ginny, but he doesn't want it to be awkward with Ron. Fancying your mate's sibling would be awful. It'd be like one of the Jedward's mates fancying the other Jedward, wouldn't it?
Let's visualise that. I don't know what I was meant to be visualising me fancying Jedward.
No, it's like you being mates with John, but fancying Edward.
Well, that's a tricky one because they look identical.
Yeah, you'd be a bit pissed off, wouldn't you? Like, yeah, why'd you fancy him? I look the same as him. Why don't you fancy me?
That's not the conundrum Ron's in with Harry. Why don't you fancy me, Harry? You've completely misunderstood what's going on here. I do feel weird about, I don't know, because me and you are full-grown men. Yeah. Chatting about this weird bit of drama seems weird. I remember before Donald Trump started on his political journey, he used to comment all the time on celebrity gossip. He'd be like, he'd be like, it's a bad example, but he'd be like, "Katy Perry needs to leave Russell Brand, he's a bum."
Yes, that wasn't got to do with you.
Or like, who was Robert Pattinson going out? Who's the Twilight girl?
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah. He'd comment on that. He'd be like, "Robert Pattinson needs to leave Kristen Stewart, she's a bum." Everyone's a bum.
Everyone is a bum to you, Donald Trump. Well, I know, because I remember in school as well, teachers would be interested in, like, who's going out with who. And it's like, that's nothing to do with you. Our social lives should be the least bit of interest to you.
Can we keep it professional, sir?
Yeah.
Who are you? All right then, sir. Who are you going out with?
The drama teacher. Oh.
And do you love her?
No.
So you're just messing around with her then?
Oh. Anyway, turn to page 18. Can't I've ripped it out? Oh, it's a good bloody laugh. Right, I was annoyed like you. To jump the gun, yeah. Quidditch this, Quidditch that. There's a war on now. Quidditch should have been the first couple of books. Have a storyline where Harry gets banned from Quidditch, never gets to do it again, and then he can concentrate on the bloody Wizarding War.
Yeah, because the books are long enough as it is.
Yeah.
It's funny, maybe she never got feedback from it, but like, as she was writing it, people love Quidditch. I better stick in a few 20 chapters about it.
No,
no one's been saying that. Listen, I don't want to hear an actual game, an actual game of anything played out, never mind a made-up game.
No. Like, yeah, any sport written down. is never going to be interesting, is it? Then he hit the brown ball in. Then he hit the red ball in. Then he missed one.
Is that snooker?
Snooker. Yeah.
So, I thought it was secretly another Quidditch chapter. It wasn't that. But I was wondering, like, the anticlimax I got when it started off with Quidditch. I was wondering, is that how people feel when I tell my weekly McDonald's story?
No, nothing like that. Your weekly McDonald's story. I think a lot of people turn off after you finished it, because that's the peak of the podcast for them. Certainly is for me.
Malfoy has been confiding in Moaning Myrtle, it seems.
That's mad, isn't it? Why her of all people? Why not the bloody Baron? He's a Slytherin, isn't he? Or his dad? Oh, his dad's in prison.
Well, yeah. Well, it made me think, have you ever considered telling a ghost your secrets? Perhaps Casper, he is a child mind. Beetlejuice, he's a bit tricksy. Yeah. Slimer from Ghostbusters.
I think your secrets would be safe with Slimer. Or Mr. Puff, what's he called? Puffman. You know what I mean. From Ghostbusters. What's he called? The big marshmallow bloke.
Listeners, if you know what he's on about, please write in. Honestly, I am lost.
You seen the first Ghostbusters film? Ghostbusters Puff. Stay Puffed. Yeah, Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. Is that an actual ghost? Doesn't matter, does it?
Spooky ghost. Or who would you tell your secrets then? Right? Casper? No. Casper, Beetlejuice, Slimer, Stay Puffed, Marshmallow Man, or Poltergeist from the movie Poltergeist.
Oh. I think it would be Casper. Because he's nice, isn't he?
Okay, that's to unload onto a child.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I know he died as a child, but he's been a ghost for years, so he's an adult now.
He's never matured.
Oh, well that's on him.
Not on him. If you die a child, you stay a child forever.
So what's he doing? Not learning from every day's experience, or what?
No.
Well, that's your own fault, Casper. You shouldn't be following around Christina Ricci then, should he?
When I googled famous movie ghosts, I was like, this segment is going to pop.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it did. I think we've not let the audience down on that one.
I wouldn't get on with Beetlejuice, because Beetlejuice does stuff like he spits in his own pocket and goes, save that for later. And you're like, maybe give that a wash.
Yeah, I've just been telling you about my divorce. Can you take it seriously, please? Save that for later. Picked the wrong one. Should have been Slimer. Should have been Slimer.
What was that? You talking about me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Another thing that
what a shock.
This chapter. Go
on. You say. No, you say.
Ron's on about Harry making more liquid luck to help him defeat Voldemort. And Harry's like, oh, I'm not doing that. It takes 6 months to brew. If that's the reason why we lose this war, I'm going to be very pissed off with you.
It's always a fun it's always a fun device in films and stuff.
Yeah.
Because sugar, I was meant to do that. It's always a fun device in films and stuff because they come up with something like a really fun thing like the time turner, and you're like, well, let's use the time turner to kill Voldemort or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they're like, no, we can't do that. And you're like, why? We don't want to. Or like liquid luck. Look, it takes 6 months to brew loads. No, we're not doing that. Well, why did you bring it up?
Yeah. Get the time turner back 6 months. Brew the liquid look.
Go the time turner. Maybe the time turner should have been destroyed or something.
Yeah, maybe mechanical destroyed it.
But there's that bit in in Lord of the Rings. Everyone always says, "Why didn't they use the eagles to fly to Mount Doom?"
Yeah.
Why did they do that? And then they're like, "Never mind that."
Never mind that. It's nothing to do with you.
Don't think about that.
So, Malfoy's crying in the toilet because Voldemort's going to kill him if he doesn't do this job. And Harry comes in, and I think because Malfoy's so embarrassed to have been caught crying, he starts a fight with him. He looks up and then...
Paper!
What's that? And then Harry, mental that he's said a spell that he doesn't even know what it does. And it even said next to the spell in this notebook, for enemies. So, well, that's going to be bad, isn't it?
For enemies? I didn't think it'd kill him.
I think it kill him. What was he going to do? Tickle him?
I thought it might just, paralyse him. What, momentarily?
That's not good either. That's not good either. Yeah? No, not that. You're a wrong'un.
Oh, I thought it just, weaken his bladder. Harry!
Do you realise the effect that has on someone's confidence? Oh.
There's no real equivalent to that in the real world, is there? Do you know what I mean?
What, weapons?
Oh, weapons, yeah. I suppose it's the same as someone bringing a weapon into school. Yeah. But with weapons, you kind of know what the outcome's going to be, don't you?
Yeah. Maybe it's like...
There's no mystery weapon.
Well, imagine in like the chemistry lab at school, there's a load of bottles of liquid, and one of them says dangerous. It's like opening that and throwing it at him, innit?
Yeah. It's got skull and crossbones on it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. This might make you into a Powerpuff Girl, but here we go.
Ooh, milk of magnesium. Oh. That didn't do anything, did it?
I'd expel Harry for that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%. Why? I wrote that down somewhere. He should 100% be expelled for doing that.
You'd have no reason to not expel him for that.
Snape's had to do this whole to like heal Malfoy from death. Expel him. Expel the boy.
I love how quickly Snape calls him a liar, and he goes, "Where did you find that spell? A library book, liar."
Yeah, how does he know that?
Liar. Trying to get into his mind. He's trying to get into his mind, and Harry's looking away like naughty doggy.
Dirty doggy done a shitty.
Dirty doggy done a shitty. Can my wee doggy walk on your back? Yeah.
Yes. You're a wee dog. You can walk on my back. I didn't say stamp. What's he doing? Oh. So Harry gets loads of detention. Hermione's telling him off. And then Ginny defends Harry to Hermione. It's a right bit of drama, which I enjoyed. Ginny's a lot more feisty this book. I feel like she's not done anything since book 2.
Ginny's a lot more feisty. Yeah. All of a sudden, for some reason, it's like, right, we need to... For some reason, Harry needs to fancy Ginny. Don't know why.
Something to do with it.
Don't know why. Let's give her a personality. Don't know why.
Harry's detention, right, is he gets to copy out.
How the fuck? How come the Weasleys don't have any cousins at this school? Yes, the Weasleys breed like rabbits. all the Weasleys are just this one family. Yeah, just this one family. So they got no cousins. No one's got any cousins at school.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're on about the Weasleys breeding like rabbits, but I don't even know if Molly and Arthur have brothers or sisters. It's Molly and Arthur that are shagging like rabbits. Nobody else.
And can you blame them? Both of them are fit as fuck.
Yeah, what can I say? Oof.
When I watch them films and them two come on screen, I'm like this. Oh!
He's goggling.
Eyes coming out my head. Azuga.
Yeah. Very good. That's a fun cartoon noise you did there.
I love how loyally Harry calls the owner of the book the prince.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, because I don't think I'd call anyone the prince. He's like, why did the prince do this to me? Oh, the prince. He loves worshipping this prince. And why did, spoilers, skip ahead, why did Snape call himself the prince?
Yeah. Was his dad the half-blood king or what?
I'm a prince. Boy, thinking of themselves as a prince is weird.
Yeah.
Weird thing to do, isn't it?
And then taking on the nickname of a nickname that someone has given themselves. We're not calling you the prince. You might want to call yourself the prince. That's fine, but we're just calling you Snape.
Have you ever tried to get a nickname going?
No. Don't like it.
Neither have I. What would
like
you like to be called? You wouldn't like a nickname?
No. But I don't like hearing my own name as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I find it. When someone calls you your name, you're like, what? What are you talking about? That's me, is it?
Yeah. Just make eye contact and talk to me. Don't use my name.
Listen,
leave my name out of this.
Forget this name that another person is imprisoned me in. Yeah, I'm like the genie. That name is cuffs on me. That name.
Yeah.
You want to speak to me? Place your hand on my heart and say I love you.
Because I like my name. It's not that I don't like my name, but it just sounds. I don't like saying it.
I like saying my full name. I don't like just saying my first name.
Yeah. This sounds a bit odd, but I almost feel like it arrogant to say my own name.
A name as nice as yours, I'd feel arrogant as well.
What's your name? It doesn't matter.
Oh, I shouldn't say.
Well, you're introducing yourself to your new colleagues, so...
My name is Johnny Excellence.
Oh! Ooh. Yeah, this is exactly what I didn't want. Oh, I'm leaving this job.
You thinking your name's bragging? Oh, I shouldn't say. What's your name? Lucas Kirkby. Your Majesty. Braggart.
Not that the name's good, I don't know. See, it feels weird saying my name, I don't know why.
Who do you think you are?
Green a fucking sheep, eh?
Your Majesty.
My king. Harry's got this detention. And he can't be arsed doing it, but for me this is like the best detention anyone could ever get. He has to copy out naughty things that kids have done over the years at Hogwarts. How fun's that?
Bit of data entry.
Yeah, it's my job basically. Bit of data entry, but also there'll be loads of funny stuff like that. Made Snape pull his trousers down. Shat on a turtle. Goldmember reference for you there.
That happens in Goldmember.
Yeah, it's when Austin Powers and his dad are catching up and talking, and then they say shat on a turtle.
Michael Caine.
Guy. He saw his wife in a coffee advert and he flew to America to meet her. and they're still married to this day.
Were they married before that?
No, he didn't know her.
Oh. I thought she'd left him and then he goes, there she is.
No, he just watched an advert and he said, oh, she's nice. And then he flew to meet her and for some reason she got to know him and then got married.
If you were a teenage boy, if you were back to being a teenager, who would you marry from an advert?
One of the PG Tips chimps. Oh, plays piano as well, does she?
It's funny, chimps are like that, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh,
she's perfect.
Oh, plays the piano, makes tea. That's my future wife. How about you? What? Someone from an advert that you'd like to marry?
Oh, let's have a think. Maybe we could have a double wedding. I get one of the PG Tips chimps as well.
No, you can't have. I've had the PG Tips chimps. You've got to pick your own thing.
All right. The R White's lemonade creeper. R White's. Do you know what I'm on about?
Is that the no?
R White's lemonade. This advert that was like, R White's, I'm just a secret midnight lemonade creeper.
Oh yeah, I do know that. Yeah. And who from an advert would I like to be my friend? I'll go with Crackle from Rice Krispies.
Crackle from maybe I'd marry Coco Monkey from Coco Pop Monkey Coco Pop advert.
Yeah, maybe marry Coco Monkey from Coco Pop Monkey Coco Pop adverts.
He'd be too much, him, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, couldn't be living with him.
Saturday morning, lay in bed.
Yeah.
We've got to get up and do some jobs. Oh, Coco Pop Monkey from Coco Pop advert, Coco Pop. It's Saturday morning. My mum's coming round.
Hey, how's the Harry Potter podcast going? Yeah, good. They're just doing Shag, Marry, Kill with Crackle, Coco Pop Monkey and Tony the Tiger. That's good. Very good.
Do you think Tony the Tiger also goes to the gym? Do you reckon, he's pretending that he gets all of his nutrition from Frosties, but do you reckon he has a bowl of Frosties, then he's having, a load of chicken to get his protein in to make himself so top heavy?
Yeah. Well, it never explicitly says that he's putting milk on his Frosties. I think it's whey protein shake.
They're great.
They are, Tony. Tony's going to stand on an egg.
Would you be friends with the Milky Bar kid if you lived in the same town? You know, like the little sheriff town, the little western town.
Always giving free Milky Bars out.
Would you be the Milky Bar's kid? Would you be his deputy?
Yeah. I'd be deputy dog. Hey, I once did a play with someone who nearly was the Milky Bar kid.
Nearly a good story, that, isn't it?
No.
Really? What, did he audition for it?
He auditioned for it, and I think he got to the last 2 or 3 of being the Milky Bar kid, and then didn't get it.
Wasn't milky enough.
No, he not generous enough. They were got him to the pub, and he's like, right, say the line, and he went, I'll share my Milky Bars with 2 of you. And I'm like, no. Milky Bars are on me, you're supposed to say. Well, the pub's full.
It's full. We'll come back at 9 a.m. No.
Oh, there'll just be old bastards in here.
Right, I'll get 10 Milky Bars and we'll cut them up and everyone can have a little piece.
We're providing the Milky Bars.
I want to take them home.
You've not got the part, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, and then Gryffindor win, and Harry snogs Ginny in the common room. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He snogs her in the common room. There's nothing more
exactly.
to it.
Exactly. I'm glad you knew what I meant.
Right.
Yeah, Ron's all right with it.
How many secret teenage kisses are you giving this chapter out of 5?
Oh, I don't like the idea of giving any secret teenage kisses as a 30-year-old man, but I will review the chapter accordingly.
I
was like you. I was sceptical at first. I was like, if this is another chapter about Quidditch, I'm gonna be mad. But that was only the side plot. The main plot was beating the shit out of Malfoy. Good bit of fun, not fantastic. I feel like we're too late in the book.
That's a good bit of fun, is it? A good bit of fun.
Good bit of fun. We're too late in the book. Look how far we are in the book. Right? We shouldn't be pissing around with Quidditch this late in the book. Quidditch is for like here, not here.
Have we got? Oh, there's only one more book after this, isn't there?
Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm gonna be asked 2 kisses out of 5. That's my final answer.
2 kisses out of 5. For me, this is an exciting chapter. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but the one spell I've seemed to have remembered for years is Sectumsempra.
Yeah,
I've pronounced it wrong, but whatever. It's Sectumsempra. I've always said it wrong. It's a crazy scene that really stuck with me. Malfoy convulsing on a bathroom floor as Moaning Myrtle screams, "Murder! Murder!" She's quick to that. Malfoy's her only friend, and she's not like, I don't know, feeling bad. She's immediately just like a gossip. Yeah. Murder!
Also, do you want to check his pulse first before you go shouting the odds?
She just wanted to scream murder, didn't she?
Yeah,
but that was the only exciting thing that happened, really.
Yeah.
I liked him having to quickly fumble and get the book back into the potions classroom, but that's about it.
Well, he put it back into the room of requirement, didn't he?
I don't know where he put it. 3 secret kissing teenagers out of 5.
Great.
Right. Are you ready for a segment I like to call quiz?
Yeah.
Young man, put your book down. I said, young man, you should have revised already. I said, young man, keep your glasses on your head because it's time to do a quiz. It's time to do a Q-U-I-Z. It's time to do a Q-U-I-Z. You like that?
Yeah, I like that very much.
Question 1. Who teaches arithmancy?
Professor Vector.
Correct. Question 2. What is Harry's nickname?
What is Harry's nickname? The Chosen One.
Runiel Waslib.
Oh, yeah.
Question 3. What does Snape think of Harry?
Thinks he's a right gun.
Liar and a cheat.
Oh, sorry.
Question 4. What does Snape give Harry in this chapter?
A penetrating stare.
Detention.
Oh.
Is that because I gave you a penetrating stare?
Yeah.
You thought I was trying to give you a clue?
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to help me here. He gave him frizzy brown hair. Oh, no.
No.
Question 5, finally. What position does Harry play on the Quidditch team?
Seeker.
Correct. But unfortunately, you've lost the quiz.
Oh, no. Now it's time for the nation's second favourite segment. It's Hedwig's Droppings. We're not alluding to owl poo. We're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's droppings. What's in a beat this week, Cheap Cheap? Well, this week we've had a load of bloody emails. And the first email is from Peter Berger.
Top of the burger to you, Peter.
And he's very praiseworthy. He says, this podcast doesn't get the recognition it deserves, but time is on the Pottervision boys' side, like Van Gogh. There is enough of a digital footprint of Pottervision for it to endure thousands or even millions of years. Though the bodies of the Pottervision boys may turn to mush, the idea may survive. So those future humans and others who may read this, here be the Pottervision boys, the best of us.
Here, here.
Thank you very much, Peter Berger.
Top of the burger to you, Peter.
Hey, we've had another email from Eddie Walker. Not quite
Top
Peter
of the burger to you, Eddie.
And Eddie says, hi boys, just wanted to write in and say I'm a big fan of the pod. Started listening when I first moved into uni in September last year, and it's been great to have it in my ear for the last few months. Currently binging 10 hours worth of episodes whilst I stay up all night to cram for my maths exam. 1 + 1 is 2, 2 + 2 is 4.
10 times 10 is 100.
So if that comes up, now you know. Already got my mum hooked on it, and I will continue to spread the love further. Also saw Tom do stand-up in Soho, and he was brilliant. Keep up the cracking work. Thank you very much, Eddie Walker.
I can't imagine that is like, you know, if you're revising.
Yeah. It can't be helpful,
You can't listen to a podcast while you're revising. I know it's good for us getting the numbers up, but
yeah,
you can't listen to a podcast at the gym.
No. White noise or instrumental music for you. Not us going, top of the burger! How are you supposed to concentrate on a Fourier series when we're talking rubbish?
If you need any private tuition for your maths exams, Lucas is happy to give you some for free. Messages him directly, or if you don't reply, message his boss.
Right, terms and conditions apply. Hey, you'll never guess who we've had an email from.
Go on.
Monsieur Delacour.
Monsieur Delacour.
He says, hi gentlemen, Monsieur Delacour here, and I would just like to say what a great job you're doing on the podcast. I'm even tempted to become a Patreon. Do it please. I will love to hear your take on Bill and Fleur's wedding as her father when that comes across. Ta, Monsieur Delacour. Hey, if you're going to pretend to be a character, why not Fleur's dad? Eh?
Interesting, that, isn't it? I've always seen myself, when I read these books, I always think of myself as Fleur's dad.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Hey, we've had a question on Instagram from Emma Monteith. And she says, why didn't Harry's parents bring him up as ghosts? And what qualifies you to be a ghost? Because you don't see any ghosts that died in the 2000s. She's right.
I don't think you get to choose if you're a ghost, do you? Hasn't it, if you've got unfinished business, they become a ghost?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you've not written your tax return.
Nearly headless Nick almost lost his head. He just didn't want to... He doesn't want to pass through to the other side, does he? He's scared.
Yeah. But you think Harry's mum and dad would be ghosts, wouldn't you? Because they've been murdered.
Yeah, but I mean, they'd lived a life. They were like 22, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly. They'd had their time.
Oh, sick of this earthly realm. Oh.
But she's right, Emma Monteith. She says you don't see many like modern day ghosts, do you? They're all like Victorian, aren't they?
What about Slimer?
Like Slimer. But I don't think I've ever seen a ghost in a film that like remembers the millennium. Or could quote Robbie Williams. Or could quote Robbie Williams' Millennium.
Do you remember the millennium?
Yeah. Hey, and finally... Go on. But
No.
we've had an email from Tom Crowther. And Tom Crowther has done a load of analytical data on our podcast.
I'm loving the sound of this. Is it good or bad?
No, it's good. It's about our average chapter scores that we give the books, my average scores on the quiz, and he's done a load of graphs as well.
This is why I got into this game. The data.
Yeah. Which book do you think we've rated most highly on average up till now?
Prisoner of Azkaban.
No. You've rated most highly The Philosopher's Stone, but I think that's because you were enthusiastic back then. Because I'm the same. I've also rated highly Philosopher's Stone. And the lowest average rating for you is Chamber of Secrets, and for me is Order of the Phoenix. It's interesting, isn't it?
Any other data?
Yeah. Number of 5-star reviews, it says here. So far, you've given 11 5-star reviews for Half-Blood Prince, and I've given 6.
Snide you are, aren't you?
Snide bastard, aren't I? It's very good. I'll pass on this data to you.
Oh.
But Tom's going to keep doing it, he says, until we finish the books.
That's good.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tom. Yeah, there are hobbies that you can do.
Hey, why don't you send him a present for doing it?
Yeah, I will send him a present for doing it. Tom, if
My
I
present's
to email you, email me back saying I want a present, and we'll send you... Why am I sending him a present from Germany? And you've got all the Pottervision treats.
I was going to say to you, me and Lucy sent you a gift package. Has it arrived yet?
No, we've not had anything. When did you send it?
A week or so ago.
Okay, yeah. It might take a bit of time. You're coming over to visit in a couple of months, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll start that group chat today, and then that'll be easier for us to organise.
Yeah, great. Hey, all right.
When you're returning jigsaws to shops,
yeah,
and you're going to Tesco to print things, time just slips away, and things don't get planned, do they?
Yeah, but that was only today, wasn't it? That's only today's excuse. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone for getting in touch. And we've got some new patrons to welcome. The first one is a new baby Harry, and it's Jemima Martin.
Jemima Martin.
Well, finish your yawn before you say a name, please.
Why not just do the whole thing? Jemima Martin, you have awoken in a dream.
Oh,
and you are... Oh. Testing.
I can hear you.
Hello? Yeah. You... Oh, shit, what did that do to my QuickTime thing? Did that stop it? Yeah, it stopped it. Well, I'll carry on with the audio. Bad audio from here on out.
All right.
Tom. Jemima, you have awoken in a dream. Oh, everything's all weird. This is the house we used to live in. It's not the house we live in now. Whoa, my dad's in my bed. Nothing unusual. Just that's not where he sleeps. Like when you make The Sims and they don't sleep in the right beds you want them to sleep in. They just kind of go wherever and it pisses you off. In your home, you discover a little chest. Inside the chest is a little face.
Hello.
Hello, face. Who are you?
I'm the Master of Dreams.
Oh, Master of Dreams. Can you tell me why I'm in my old house and my dad's in my bed?
It all explains your psychological state. You wish to be in the past because you don't like the present.
Oh, and what is the present you're going to give to me?
Lint chocolates.
Thank you. Put it in my mouth now. Where are my manners? I'm not sharing with you.
Oh! Right, end of the dream. You wake up now. You've ruined it for yourself.
Welcome.
Thank you, Jemima. We've got another baby Harry, and it's Nicola Hannaway.
Nicola... what?
Hannaway.
Nicola Hannaway. You have awoken in a nightmare. You almost get run over. Someone slaps you on the back. Yeah! You fall down a slide, and at the bottom of the slide is a load of thorns. Ow! Inside the thorns, you see a face.
I am the mistress of nightmares.
Hello, mistress. You're very pretty.
Yes, I know. But you're not gonna have me, and that's the nightmare.
Well, can I admire from afar?
No, because all these thorns are blocking your view.
I can see just enough. I like what I see.
Well, don't. Pervert.
You're lovely, aren't you?
Yes, I am lovely, thank you.
Give us a twirl.
Oh, thorned myself.
Oh, this dream isn't that bad after all. I might just kiss the mistress of the nightmare.
Everything I didn't want it to be.
Welcome.
Hey, we got another baby Harry, and it's Bertie 20.
Sorry, Bertie Watty?
Not Dirty Botty. Bertie 20.
I didn't say Dirty Botty. I said Bertie Watty. Bertie 20.
Yeah, Dirty Botty.
Bertie 20. You are sat in a cubicle. Yeah? You're thinking, oh, I've got to go back to work soon. I'm just going to look at my phone a little bit more. La 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 la. You're watching The Archers on BBC Sounds. La 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 la. And you hear groaning from the next stall.
Oh, yes. Oh, come on, out.
Something bad's happening there. You say to yourself, Bertie, I must investigate. You stand on the toilet lid and you look over into the stall and see a man's face.
Do you mind? I'm having a poo in here.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
A poo! Trying anyway.
You look like you're struggling. I'll come in and help you. You climb off the toilet and you go out the cubicle and you start trying his door, but it's locked. Unlock it, please.
No, it's private.
You sound like you're in pain. Unlock it.
All right.
There in front of you is the new starter at work. He's in his 50s and he's recently started this new job after being in his old job for 40 years when he was 10.
50 minus 40 is 10.
Oh my God, look at you. It's your first day and everything. What's going on in here?
Oh, I don't know. Not enough fibre. But it's stuck solid. I can't get it out of my butt.
Hang on. I'll lift your legs up. I'll lift your legs above my head and it should compress your stomach into pushing it out. Ready?
Yes. Hey.
1, 2, 3. Oh, you dirty git, you pooed on the floor.
Oh, have I got a dirty botty, Bertie Watty?
Yes, you have got a dirty botty. Right. Come with me now to the sink.
Okay.
Bertie 20. You grab hands full of water. You start splashing his man's bottom. Oh, it's cold, he says.
Oh, make it hot, make it hot.
You put the hot tap on, splash his bottom with hot water.
Oh, too hot, too hot. Medium.
At the screaming, someone comes in to the bathroom to investigate what's happening. It's both of your bosses.
What the bloody hell's going on here? You're supposed to be at the induction training.
I was in the cubicle finishing up and I heard this man. He started knocking on the cubicle saying, "Will you help me have a poo and wipe my bum?"
Is this true, new starter? Yes. Well, you're sacked. Wipe your ass on the way out.
Not. Bertie Watty, welcome.
Welcome, Dirty Botty. And shall we do one more? There's a new baby Hermione, and it's Tom Crowther.
Tom Crowther, aka Data.
From Star Trek.
Well, he's the one who processed the data, isn't he?
Oh, it is! The very same.
Tom Crowther, you are in your cubicle job, yeah? You're sat at your computer and a message comes up on the computer. It says, "Follow the rabbit." You're like, huh? What's this? Follow the rabbit.
Yeah.
You're walking around, you keep seeing rabbit insignia everywhere. That's what I'm seeing. Rabbit insignia everywhere. Cuts to, you're sat opposite Morpheus, right?
From Matrix.
From Matrix, yeah.
Yeah.
Morpheus puts out 2 pills. Yeah. Red pill and blue pill. Right? And right, you're Thomas Crowther, right?
Right.
I got red pill and blue pill here.
Yeah.
Which one do you want?
I'll have blue.
You don't know what they do yet?
Oh, sorry. What did they do then?
Right. One of them, you will continue with your life as normal. You go back to your cubicle, yeah, live your life.
Yeah.
And the other one, I help you have a poo in the toilet.
Well, I'll do that anyway. So I don't need that one. Live my life. Both of them will live my life as normal.
One of them is me help you have a poo.
Oh, you help me have a poo.
Yeah.
It's a
What is
tricky
it, red
one.
or blue? Red or blue? Blue or red?
And I don't know which one's which.
I've just told you which one's which.
Oh, right. Live my life as normal. Well, I have been doing statistical graphs based on a Harry Potter podcast. Do I want to change? Yes, I will pick the tablet that helps you to help me have a poo.
Brilliant. Follow me to the toilet. This cubicle, please. Trousers and pants down.
Okay. I don't actually need one.
Sit.
Okay.
Pass me.
Pass me what? My hands?
Pass me your legs.
Oh, legs, yeah. There you go.
Raise these above your head.
Okay.
Oh, what's all this, dirty boy? What's all this?
It's what I wished for.
Right. Oh, right. Come to the sink now. Come to the sink. Gonna clean you up.
Yeah.
Cold water, cold water, cold water. How's that?
Yeah. I'm sure I've been here before.
Right, hot water, hot water, hot water.
Like deja poo.
In walks a man dressed exactly He's wearing a leather jacket and he's wearing little circle glasses, yeah. And you say, who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Morpheus. Who are you two? What's going on here?
Oh, hang on, I thought he was Morpheus.
Oh, is that what I said? No. I'm
Hang on, you've just offered me cold and flu day and night tablets, haven't you? One red, one blue.
You sounded congested.
Oh, not now. Look at your shirt.
Morpheus says, I was going to recruit you to help me fight computers, but not anymore. I don't know what's going on in here.
Well, my poo's very much like the Matrix is running up the wall. Hey! Well, thank you, Tom. And that has been Hedwig's Drawings, some of the best baby stories we've ever done. Now, this has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening on the day of release and it's before 7 p.m. UK time and you're not on the Patreon, get on the Patreon. You can join us on any level. One of them's for £2. And you can join us at our live recording, probably of Pingu. Pingu's in the lead at the minute. But yeah, otherwise, next time on this pod, it's episode 160, chapter 25 of book 6, The Seer Overheard. You have been the busiest of boys, Tom Lawrenson.
And you have had a lovely clean bottom, Lucas Kirkby.
Goodbye.